Listen here, I can't go another year. No, I can't be up in here complaining. Gotta let them know I'm famous in my heart. Listen here, I'm here for the world to hear. And I'ma make sure they know what my name is. I just wanna end up famous in
I'm
their
so serious,
heart.
probably why they be so damn curious, they furious. Easy got these ladies on some silly shit. Now what the dilly is, I'm going all out. Hey, I'm the talk of the town while y'all just saw a mouth. Here's a story about my quest to be rich. I'm like Beyonce and Kelly on some Destiny shit. Mr. 6 Mile, look me up, I'm somewhat a dream. Got my city like an addict, guess it's somewhat a fiend. For my team, anything less is uncivilized. Surprise, I'm seeing this world through clear eyes. And haters only made me more inspired to bless. On the clock right now, what the hell is the next? Like that feeling in your chest when you're ready to leave. Like that memory you had, you just couldn't believe. And we always got a little ammunition for y'all, cause we remember when they wouldn't even listen at all.
Listen here, I can't go another year. No, I can't be up in here complaining. Gotta let them know I'm famous in my heart. Listen here, I'm here for the world to hear. And I'ma make sure they know my name is. I just wanna end up famous in there.
In 97 on Gunston and 6 Measy, the streets made a natural born hustler. Believe me, drop real with it. That was my first EP. Grind harder than granted, but made it look easy. Take it to the top, that was the plan. Now I'm known worldwide, from Detroit to Japan. 14 years span, fuck hot nigga, I'm scorching. I done got the fame, now I want the fortune. 6 albums deep, yes, I grind harder. But I know there's Eno Brown, the D is my Carter. I've been hood rich from dropping bombs. Now I won't.
And here it is. Welcome to another episode of the Jackson Report. Today, the special one, Chuck. I've been in Austin 5 years. This episode 21. So I guess the show's officially grown now. We out of the teen and the preteen stages, so the show can legally drink now. But anyway, today we talking about friendship and betrayal. And it's only fitting that if I do this show today with two people that was influential in me becoming this person that y'all seeing behind this microphone, two people that kind of joined me on my journey as far as with the music all the way into me podcasting now. So today we talking about friendship betrayal. I got my man Big Fev from Fraat House podcast in Atlanta. And then after I talk with my man Fev, I got a very special phone call. I think y'all gonna really want to be around when I make this phone call. But we about to call up Big Fev and see what's going on with the Fraat House down in Atlanta. Let's hit him up, Chuck.
All right.
And for y'all commenting, go on the Jackson Report page. I'll see your comments on screen.
Yes, sir.
Big Fev, my bro, what's good with it?
What's going on, brother?
You the man.
No, sir. I can't call it. What's going on, man?
You know how we do, dude. Today
Yes, sir.
Today my 21st episode, bro. I've been down in Austin 5 years, and I figured it was only fitting. I'm doing friendship and betrayal. I figured it was only fitting if I talked to one of my main damies. You was influential in this whole career I done had going on, because you was actually a part of the very first CD that I was a part
bro.
of.
Exactly.
And
Yes, sir.
And then it's even more special because I never would have thought I'd be doing a podcast, and to see my bro doing a podcast, and y'all got a hell of a movement going on down there in Atlanta.
Yeah, man. We trying to like really get this thing cracking right now. It's we've been running into people and getting different connections, and just it's starting to really take off, man.
Yeah, I've been seeing it, dude, and I like that logo, dude. If you checking the show out, I got y'all up on the screen and behind me. That logo
Yes,
hard.
sir. I see you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro. For
Oh,
real.
You already know it, bro. Like, hey, dude, we fam. What's mine, yours. You know how we get it.
Absolutely. We've been doing this since day one.
You know, and then you know what's crazy, dude? I thought about it. You know, rest in peace to my cuz. But
Yeah.
me, probably got one of the only tracks with that man.
I know, man. Bro, like, I was thinking about that. I ain't having that the other day. I was like, man, that boy.
Yeah, he
Man.
snapped.
Man, he snapped. That was like one of my favorite joints, for real, for real.
Heck yeah, he snapped. And you know what? I'm kicking myself now because he came to me after he wrote the first 4 bars, like, cuz, get on this track. And I'm like, man, I'm doing all this other stuff over here, and I'm writing this and I'm writing that. Call C's and tell him to get on it. And C's jumped right on that mug, and it was hot too. That's what blazing hot.
Sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
But that A Square album though was classic, bro.
Man, listen, I was playing that to somebody. I was playing that for somebody the other day, and they was like, "Man, who is this?" I was like, "Bro, that's old as hell." But I was like, "But it's still classic." I'm talking about every track. You can just go hard on every track, man. And you know what? My favorite joint on there is still "Is Y'all Listening." That's my joint,
man. Hey, I checked. I was listening to it the other day, and I heard that, and I was like, man, what had got into me? I was going dummy on that mug. What?
Hey, you snapped on that joint. I ain't gonna flex.
Hey, but dude, on everything me and you ever got on together, you snapped. So it was hard not to. Like, I had to think about the competition I was around. It was like, shoot, iron sharpens iron.
You're right, because for real, I was just trying to really keep up. Like after I heard like a couple of your joints, I was like, oh hell no, I can't come less than. You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be fire. And like this boy about to blaze the booth every time.
Hey, I came from good stock. I used to be around y'all, and we be having writing sessions. I might not have a good line, and I hear one of y'all say something. Oh hell no, he about to say that? I'm not.
Right.
I'm not about to let. Now, with the whole Fraat House podcast, you was telling me how y'all got the merch going on.
Right. Yeah. So basically, what we did was the Fraat House started from just doing the same thing you doing, going Facebook Live, and my homeboy was doing it, which is actually my next door neighbor, and one of my homeboys, like we all from Detroit, so they all East Side cats, I'm a West Side cat, but we pretty much all linked back up here in Atlanta. So my homeboy next door started just going live on the weekends, just talking smack and having a couple of drinks or whatever, and just chopping it up.
Right.
And so when I moved next door, because he actually owns this place, he actually owns this house next door. So I moved next door, and another one of my own homeboys stays here. So we all started kind of like just going live on the weekends.
Right.
So people before the pandemic or whatever, people would just fall through like how we always do. You know what I'm saying? It's a weekend, somebody fall through. We start playing some cards, having some drinks, just hanging out.
Right.
So one of my homeboys' friends called it the Fraat House. She said, "Y'all hang out over here like this, like y'all in the Fraat House." And so it kind of the name kind of stuck.
Right.
So basically, what we did was we changed it from just like FRAT to FRAAT, which is factual random artists and adult topics. So we talk about factual random artists and adult topics.
Oh, we just pulled you up. We just pulled you up. We got you on the screen.
So, yeah, so that transferred into basically trying to come up with some merch. So we pretty much worked on it all last year. We had the first couple shirts that we made just for ourselves,
right?
And then we started branching into trying to actually sell the merch. So now we actually have a website up, which is going to be coming live, which is fraathouse.net, right? So that's going to be live real soon. And then we also have a Spotify store, which is the Fraat Shop.
Right on.
Right. So we're basically in the process of generating all the merch. So we gonna have socks, we gonna have hoodies, we gonna have towels, we gonna have pretty much everything, like leggings for the females.
Right on.
Yeah.
And see, you know what? It's crazy because I indirectly didn't even realize that I'm following I'm following the whole little blueprint my damn self, cuz. So it's like,
Right.
cuz I got the shirts, the hats, I got the leggings coming. I'm doing the sports
Yeah.
bras for the females. And Texas,
Exactly.
it get hot. Well, it get hot in Hotlanta too. So, I'm
Oh
doing
yeah, for sure.
I'm doing the bikinis for the females.
Okay.
But see, you killed me with the socks though. That's cold, bro.
Oh, bro. Yeah, I got a plug for you too. So if you need something, just let me know. We'll talk about it after the show.
You already know it, and I'm doing coffee cups. It's going down, bro.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah, my homeboy doing all of our printing. He do logos, he do the whole 9 yards. So yeah, we'll link up.
Oh yeah, you already know it. It's inevitable that we link up, and you know why? Why I got you on the phone? I got to do some shameless plugs because Luxuries by Neek. Shout to them because the Jackson Report hat y'all see, courtesy of Luxuries by Neek, and then I had the rep for my sis in the D one time. Y'all see it, Detroit bred, 6 Mile Fed. Shouts to Get Dressed Boutique. My sis Donette down there, she did this up for me. So thank y'all. They got me looking live. I gotta get on y'all site though and get some of that Fraat House material because I just
Oh yeah, for sure.
we just had it up. I'm gonna have to get your address after we come off the air, and after I get off the air, and then I'm gonna shoot you some of the Jackson Report stuff and holler at y'all with some of that Fraat House stuff. Cause dude,
absolutely.
This whole
also I want to plug Sharon Showcase at O'Reilly's Sports Bar. We host that. We host Atlanta's Next Talent every Wednesday night.
Okay.
And at O'Reilly's Sports Bar, that's 3875 Covenant Highway, Decatur, Georgia. We do that every weekend, every Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see y'all.
Yeah.
So y'all
be man.
We just poured it up.
Yep.
I got it in behind me. Dog. Okay. Look like that joint hot.
Hey man, we actually building it up right now. We got a little partnership with DJ Jelly, you know what I'm saying, who's actually helping us judge this thing or whatever. He's like he's legendary, you know what I'm saying, in the Atlanta area.
Okay.
So shout out to DJ Jelly. So he gonna come and like help us critique all the talent and everything. He also has like a plug that he's gonna do where we possibly could do like some radio, some TV type, you know what I'm saying, some mixtape type things. So, we trying to really get this whole thing cracking right now.
Right on. And see, I got to take me a trip to Atlanta sometime here soon, cause I got a lot of peoples down there. Like I got so many sisters down in Atlanta that I can't wait to see like get down there, cause we tore Atlanta up for we had a hell of a run in Atlanta on the AUC, cause like we was down there. I think because of us. Oh, and I heard y'all got the frat shoes coming.
They coming, man. Everything's coming, man. We actually in the works right now, designing everything, and we sitting down trying to make sure everything is official, make sure everything is crispy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We from Detroit, bro. So you know how we get down with dress.
Oh yeah, you already know it. And then the thing of it is too, you just highlighted something for me. I ain't think about the shoes. I didn't think about the shoes.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to link with you on the shoe tip because I'm trying to have the Jackson Report everywhere. I'm trying to folks walking around in Mississippi with Jackson Report gear on.
Right.
Dog.
Right.
And it's crazy because I have been paying attention to y'all little movement. I've been paying attention to y'all movement. And I'm like, man, he down there doing the damn thing. And when I finally realized, I'm like, oh, it's a podcast. I was like, the Fraat House, I thought it was like an internet radio show at first. And I'm like, okay.
No. Yeah, it's a podcast, yeah.
Dog, hey, that's definitely what's up.
Yeah, man.
That's
we try to really get this thing cracking right now. So we've been working, man. We've been working. You know what I'm saying? Me and my partners, you know what I'm saying? It's four of us, and we all pretty much just work. We working, man.
oh, for sure. You already
Yeah.
know it, Leo. I see my man. I got one of my top fans. He be in the comments. He been supporting it from day one. What's up, Leo? I see you. Like, dude, y'all movement should be a blueprint for anybody trying to start a podcast, because I saw how y'all been moving, and to see and to hear that it's growing.
Yeah, man. It's really starting to grow.
And
You know,
see,
we ran into some big name people. Like we had we had Big Duke from Boys in the Hood. He was on our show.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we've been doing just a couple. We had a couple of people on our show, man. It really just boosted us. You know what I'm saying? And it gave us a chance to actually networking with people and
right?
like get a little bit of fame from So it was cool. It was cool, man. You know, and we gonna keep going.
Heck yeah, that's it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Push that mug to the limit,
Man,
and
absolutely.
even beyond, dude. Like, for real, I kept looking around. I'm like, dang, man, I got to start networking with all my peoples, because I ain't really flexed yet on my show. Like, people don't really understand just how connected we are, man. It's how we
Yeah,
connected like that. Like, people don't get it. Like, my show popped, we all
yeah,
popping. They just don't. They don't
exactly.
understand how once that door opened, the floodgate that's coming in behind me. That is what they don't get. Like, but
Right, right.
I kind of been telling them though, since I've been down here. Like, lightweight, you don't want to sound like you boosting or bragging or nothing like that. But I tell them,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, when it comes to that music and this entertainment thing, oh, I done lived the lifestyle.
Oh,
We,
absolutely.
I done been there. Like, I done been all over the country with this shit. Like,
Yeah. And
yeah,
I'm trying to get back into my management thing too. So I got to do what I working with. I'm kind of like mentoring them right now,
uh huh.
but I'm thinking about like really getting back into my management. So be on the lookout for Simmons Management. You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
already
gonna
know
pop
it.
back out. Yeah. So I've been doing that too for a minute. So I think pretty much right now I'm just gonna serve as like a mentor.
Uh
You
huh.
know what I'm saying? But eventually, we're gonna get some like a little contract together. We gonna really work.
Oh, hell yeah. And you gotta let me know anything I can do. You want me to pump them on the show? We'll definitely do that. You want to call in with the Skype interview with your artist? I got you. Like,
All right. Or you just pop up and we just go in the studio and do what we do. You already know.
you already know it, dog. Anything for the fam,
Yeah.
and people see me behind this mic, but don't understand them doors to that booth closing. That boy's something like
Man.
spectacular with it.
Man. Hey, that's why they call it the lyrical miracle.
Man, look, dude, I I be real humble with it down here in Austin now, but it's just like, the boy can still go. Like,
Oh yeah.
the boy can still go. Don't ever get it twisted. Because I was thinking about one day doing a show, and I wanted to look at Detroit hip hop, because it's just amazing to me how they was saying at one point in time, oh, artists from Detroit ain't getting signed. Now it's like the
Yeah.
doors open for them boys up there. And I'm like happy to see it. But I was telling Mo last week, I had my man from SoundTube Nation, and I was telling him, I said, dude, it's just tripped out that I came up around the Big Hurts, the Seven the Generals, and
Right.
the pioneers that did it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the steel
Yeah.
pillars of the city. So it's like,
Right. Street
respect
lords
due.
and all them dudes. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, respect due. The Cheddar Boy Malik's, like the lyrical artists. I came up around them boys before the new phase came through. And I
Right.
still
Right.
felt like all of us can go what for what with what's out now.
Oh yeah. Ride Day and all that. Remember we did Summer Jam with them joints.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
yeah, because remember we were standing in a circle and me and Blackface was freestyling. Like,
Yup.
yeah,
Yup.
because when they came up, everybody like, dang, that's Blackface them. I'm like, okay. Like that's what's up.
Right.
Like that's what's
Right.
up. And
Yeah.
the thing of it was, I can recall being at Big Herc's crib and sitting at the table with them, and we was all just sitting around, everybody just shooting the shit, freestyling a little bit. And
Mm-hmm.
when I got to rapping and I said something, and he kind of finished my line with me. Oh,
Okay.
in my mind, I was stamped. Then it was over. Like you could,
Absolutely.
it
Yeah.
just went without saying. He ain't have to tell me. I ain't have to broadcast it to nobody. But it was just like I got accepted amongst my peers, and somebody
Right.
I
Right.
looked up to as a legend in the game in Detroit stamped me. Oh, it was hell to pay then.
Right.
It was hell to
And
pay
you,
then. Like I'm smashing everything that come across my path.
for sure. And what's funny is my partner, Big Sebo, on our podcast. He cool with Big Hurt. He calls Big Hurt like personally on his personal cell phone and just chop it up with that dude.
That's what's up. That's what's up,
Yeah.
dude. That's
Yeah.
definitely what's
That's his
up.
people.
That's
Yeah, man. So
that's definitely what's up. Cause Young Herc is an animal behind the mic, boy.
animal, bro. That boy is fire.
Boy, I'm like, he got it honestly too. That boy be
Yeah.
spit and like, dude,
Yeah.
I got a couple of his joints in the playlist. Like that boy be snapping, bro. Like he
Yeah,
do.
for sure.
He definitely do, dog. And I'm glad you took the time out though, cause this episode meant a lot to me, cause it's like officially, as of today, officially 5 whole years I've been in Austin. And
Right.
to see where I was and where I'm at now.
Yeah, for real. Cause I've been tracking your movement too. Like I've been seeing like the growth. You know what I'm saying? Just behind the scenes. I've been checking it out. I'm like, okay, yeah. I said, my man doing good. As long as you see your people and you see that they're advancing and they're doing good, I'm happy, man. So
Exactly.
I want to say happy anniversary to you, man. I want to say much love and respect, and and we definitely got to link up and do something.
You already know it, bro. Like, dude, I gotta send shouts to you. Salute to the Fraat House. Y'all boys, I was watching y'all movement. So to just
Yeah,
finally be a part of it, I would say, or to be a peer with y'all doing my podcast like y'all doing y'all's, it's like shout to y'all, cause y'all been doing it. And y'all in like my second home. Like I love Atlanta, bro. Like forever I
yeah, for
love
sure.
Atlanta. Like y'all down there where y'all down there where the shit happens at, bro. So
Hey, for real. Hey, Atlanta is like really the mecca. You know what I'm saying right now.
exactly. And it's crazy because Austin blowing up like that now too. Like it's so wild. Like man, so many people is coming to this mug. Like you never know who you gonna meet down in this mug. So that's the blessing within itself too. And to see how we both progressing and
Yeah.
came along, bro. Only thing I could say before I let you go, we done came a long goddamn way since them dirty ass days at AmeriGas, didn't we?
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm talking about in the cold, in the snow. You know what I'm saying? In the hot summers, man. Oh man, and just getting screamed on by our supervisor, whose name I'm not gonna say, but just
Exactly.
what I'm saying, just man, we came a long way, bro.
A hell of a long way. So shouts to you, bro. Like y'all boys keep
Hey,
doing y'all thing down there in Atlanta, and we definitely gonna be chiming in, and we definitely gonna get together.
hey, man. Well, look, I appreciate you having me, man. And shout out to all my Fraat House brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Jackson Report. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to link up and do something, man. Even if I have to come your way. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never been to Austin, so I might have to pop up on you
Hey, pop up on me, and we rolling out the red carpet. You know how we gonna do? Light the city up one time.
one time.
For sure. He said y'all broadcast unfiltered and raw. That's what's up, bro. That's how my
Yeah,
shit.
man. You
Huh?
have to call in. Call in on Friday, man.
Oh,
Call in.
definitely. What time y'all go on Fridays?
8 o'clock.
Oh, for sure. So 7 o'clock my time. I'm definitely chiming in this Friday. I'm calling in like, what up, though? You already know how we gonna do it.
All right, that's what it is, bro.
For sure.
All right, bro. Well, look, hey, enjoy your anniversary, man. Again, thanks for having me, man. And we gonna do something real soon.
You already know it. Much love, bro.
All right, bro. Be safe.
For sure.
All right.
And that was my brother from another mother, Big Fev from the Fraat House podcast down in Atlanta. Y'all heard it for yourself. They got the merch. They got a hell of a movement going on down there. Y'all be sure to check their page out. Chime in. If y'all like my show, I'm guaranteeing y'all love their show because all these shows is coming from different aspects. They different topics, different demographics. So y'all will love it. I think y'all really need to check them out. Y'all heard it Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern if you in Detroit. 7 p.m. down here if you in ATX. Look it up. The Fraat House, Frat Management, everything going down with them boys down there in Atlanta. And today, being as special as today is to me, because I never would have thought I'd be doing a podcast for one. And to be this many episodes in my 5th year, it's just ironic that today ended up being officially my 5th year in Austin and my 21st episode. So it's only fitting. It's only right. It wouldn't be me. I couldn't even let this day go by if I didn't call being at this show about friendship. If I didn't call the man who started it all for me, the man who believed in me, the man who signed me to the first label officially that I was on, brought out my first mixtape with me, my first solo effort. And it's ironic that it's the 21st episode because we're going to call the CEO of 21C Elite. A lot of people used to call him my pops, but my big bro, we about to hit up Boodang so I can get him on the line. Told y'all I had a special guest coming on here, and anybody that know me already know what the history of me and Boodang is. Y'all should already know. And the irony is, it just so happened that talking with Chuck, and he like, yeah, you got a verse on this track? We was playing so many songs, and I'm like, for us to have both been hot as we was, we never did a track together. That's probably one of the only other things that I'm kind of like about when it comes to me and the music thing. But the thing that's live about that is we always felt that individually we were so lyrically gifted that we just had our own waves going within the same movement. And it always was one of them things that like I used to be like, I need to track with you, Boodang. I need to track with you. And he like, no, you don't. You don't need me. They love you. And it wasn't no shot like, oh, I don't want to do no track with you. No, it wasn't that. It was just you killing them by yourself. So you don't need me to get on no track with you. But I always just felt like that would have been overkill if I was on a track with Boodang. But at the same time, I was scared in a way like, man, he gonna get on here and say some shit and I gotta rap either before it or after it. Like Boodang one of them people, at least for me. And I'm quite sure it's a lot of the city that feel like that. Boodang one of them people who you just like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go before. I don't know if I should even come out and skip it. I think I just want to sit this one out and be a fan. So we gonna call him up and see what's going on with him. Let's get Boodang on the line here.
Please leave your message for...
Oh, dang, we not gonna get Boodang on the line.
I'll try again. If it went straight to voicemail, it might mean he's on Do Not Disturb, so you have to call him twice.
Yeah.
Let's try one more time.
Yeah, let's see.
Please leave your message.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get in touch with Mr. Dang. We'll give him a minute. Well, today, y'all, I had to come And being that this is a special episode for me, I wanted to talk about friendship first and foremost. Because it seems like nowadays people take that word and make it mean everything but friendship. Sometimes they come across as frenemies. And man, I was always taught, watch the people that do just enough to keep the connection and never do no more than that. Because them ain't friends. Them people that's either trying to stay around you to really peep your scenario and see what you got going on, or they trying to stay around you because they got a scenario they got in their mind and they got an ulterior motive that they got going on. So you got to be mindful of that. But luckily in my lifetime, those kind of people have been few and far in between, and everybody that I've associated myself with or surrounded myself with have really been true blue when it comes to friendship. Like from Detroit to Atlanta to Chicago to Denver to even in Austin now, in the 5 years I've been here. The group of friends that surrounded me now are all true blue. And I thought of this episode, and yeah, today, this that day. This that day since it's a special show for me. I don't know if you seeing this, Danny, but sometimes your friends can yank that coattail and let you know, like, hey, you need to get it back on track, bro. Like you're doing a little too much. So my bro Danny, I gotta send that shout to him because we was having a conversation and I was going all the way around the board with something. He brought me right back down. He centered me, and I needed him. I needed him to understand and know that that's what brothers do, homeboy. So nah, it never was nothing like that. It never was nothing of what maybe both of us got off the phone thinking. I just got off the phone like, yeah, you was going a little bit overboard. And it take a brother to pull you back in. It take a brother to pull you back in your lane when you're going a little bit overboard. And that's what I mean by real friendships. Because if you got a real friend, your real friend ain't gonna be scared to tell you the hard truth, even when it's fucked up. And along with friendship also comes betrayal. Because over this past week, I just been reading stuff on Facebook. I done started looking back up and down my little Twitter feed. And I've been seeing a lot of people get played for a situation, a better situation, or money. So it had me to thinking like, man, people will go to no ends when it comes to a dollar. But when it's affecting a friendship or a relationship that you done had with somebody for years, then really, it brings up that old saying, all money ain't good money. It's a lot of situations that I myself have passed on for the sake of the collective. Because when it comes to friendships, I'm a loyal friend, whether you want to believe it, whether you want to take this with you or not. If I consider you my friend, I don't just look at you as a friend. I'm beyond friendships now. I'm in that stage in life where I'm building my own family, a circle of people around me. So if I look at you and I say you my friend, just know that I consider you family. So we can agree to disagree. We can even disagree. Anybody that really, really know me know I can't stay mad at the people I love. I can't cross the people I love. I can't do. It's just certain things that's just not in my makeup. Speaking of friends, shouts to my bromo Phil, my righty down here in Austin. Like Phil, that's my like when I say that's my guy. That's my guy. That's a dude that can call me at 4 in the morning, and I know I got to get up in a couple hours. If he say we got to, hey, we getting up. And all of the peoples that constantly support my show, a lot of them are probably my true blue friends, telling their friends, telling more friends to check out the Jackson Report. But when it comes to the betrayal side of it all, it's only ironic because it brings up a point in my life. And it's been years in the making, years and years and years and years and years in the making, I would say. And being that this is a special episode for me, because it's the 5th year I've been in Austin, and I just tracked the progress from the time I got off that train until when I pulled up at the studio today to film this show. The progress has been utterly amazing. Nothing less than God's blessing. But it had me thinking today, like, okay, Austin, I did a lot in Austin. But then it went beyond what I was doing in Austin. And I got to thinking about everything that led me up to where I am now, doing what I'm doing. I thought about the music and the different connections. And I remember saying this, talking with Boodang earlier, and we was just talking about how nowadays when it comes to the music, even though I'm very musically inclined, as well as he is, we was talking about, remember when you would get an Ice Cube CD, or like the Too Short CD that came out, the Redman CD that came out, Slum Village, the J Dillers. You hear a couple tracks and you're like, oh man, I have to hear this later. I got to go right. Because it inspired you to be the artist that you wanted to be. We don't get that now. So that's what made me, honestly, step from out the booth and slide behind the desk to kick it with y'all. Every now and then I hear somebody say a fire line and be like, "Ooh, okay." It's a couple of the young artists that's doing their thing. But for the most part, I'm like, what happened to the motivational music? As opposed to just motivating chicks to see who could be the freakiest, or motivating the dudes to see who can get a jail rap the fastest, in all honesty, because the stuff they glorify with the music now. And I know that was just a little sidebar because of the whole thing when me and Fev was on the phone talking about it, running down the history. That's one of my guys. Like, that's one of the people who saw me go from DeWitt to Nuts to Mr. Neasy, now Mr. Jackson with the Jackson Report. So it's been a journey for me to get to this point. And in my 5 years in Austin, if somebody would have told me when I first walked into the interview I'm not going to give these people no shameless plug, but at the hotel we used to work at.
AT&T.
Right? See, I'll let Chuck do it. If somebody would have told me when I walked up in there and got interviewed that 5 years later, that would have just been a stepping stone. But I would meet the core group of people that's actually walking with me on this journey. And who'd have knew? Walking out front and seeing Chuck, who would have thought that?
Hey, I can say the same thing.
Exactly. At this very moment, who would have thought that I'd be sitting here looking at Chuck Nobody get to see Chuck, but we get to see Chuck. No, I would have never imagined what we'd be doing right now, Chuck. And it's crazy. Like it's crazy because not only is he like my tech guy, but Chuck is like a brother to me. I say I can't even look at them like we just cool and they just my friends. Hell, I see them all the time. And you gotta be nice to Chuck, because Chuck could fuck this whole he, he could turn
Yeah.
my anniversary episode to complete shit if he
I
wanted
could
to.
literally turn the show upside down. if I wanted.
Exactly. Whole screen go black. I disappeared. All kind of static and stuff come across the screen. Like, what did he do? So if y'all notice, I'm not the one to fire Chuck. Everybody, Chuck get fired at least once or 30 times a week, but not when he on my show. And for everybody, if y'all see y'all logos up here, shouts to y'all. Dang Boodang Films, Eat with KI. We got something special coming with Eat with KI this month. It's gonna go down this month when it comes to the y'all keep that logo in mind because we got something real special coming for y'all this month. My man Mo at SoundTube Radio, SoundTube Nation Radio, shouts to you. Of course, shouts to False News, False Media, the Fraat House Podcast, and shouts to my little bro, JMF, Jared Michael and family with Call Tequila. Y'all be on the lookout. Because what he was mentioning to me the other day, he was putting me up on something. And I always thought, I'm kind of a tequila connoisseur, kind of. But he let me know that I was drinking tequila like on the have-not level. Because coming from Detroit, we used to think 1800, like, yeah, 1800, pour it, drink it out the little cap, thought we was doing something. Like, nah. I got down here and got introduced to the real tequila game. So I know you take a couple shots of the tequila we be drinking, and yeah, it get a little bit different. That's why I be paying attention and I be noticing every damn thing. When I notice people that do stuff, like for instance, I was looking up, and I'm not gonna mention names, places, or none of that. Something I needed to address. The stuff that people will do for a quick dollar is utterly amazing. And the reason I brought up friendships and betrayals today is because I tell y'all when I sit back and I think of these topics, I relate to them from a personal experience. And it's crazy because I thank God that I had the people around me growing up that I did because of the simple fact of this. I've grown to a point where I'm very well aware of the energy that comes into my life. Like some people you meet and you can automatically say, okay, yeah, this person cool. I can see this person possibly being a friend of mine. But then you have the people who just give you that betrayal energy. That energy that's just like at the if it come down to it, oh, I'll throw you right up under the bus if it's a to put me in a better situation. And here lately, recently, I done been in a few touchy situations that make me say, I gotta sit back and think about this one. And anybody that know me and really truly know me, know I had this saying my whole lifetime. Do not try to outwit me. No pun intended off the name, but do not try to outwit me. Because if it comes down to a thinking match, I'm gonna outthink you every time. All I do is think. My mind race at 1,000,000 miles a minute. So it's like I had some energy come. And some just said, pay attention. And I'm the type that if I pay attention, and I feel that betrayal energy, or I feel that draining energy, I know how to exit stage left without a clue, without no warning, without nothing, because my peace means the world to me. That's what made me want to bring up friendships this week. Because half the time, when you see all of the stuff that be going on in the world, like even since we've been talking so much about the music industry today, even in the music industry, half of the time when people be beefing or these artists end up in these random shootouts or somebody gets shot in the hip hop community, 9 times out of 10, it's out of jealousy or envy. And if you check it back, it's somebody that knew him through some way, fashion, form, or somebody that wanted something from him that they wasn't able to get. Because here's the thing. When you doing something, and in your eyes, you may just be making leeway. Like me with this podcast, it's looking good. We keep it going every week. The production is hell of a. And my fascination is I get to chop it up with my peoples once a week and possibly leave y'all with a message. But to the outside viewer, they may see something totally different than how I feel. They may see, damn, look at the production behind him. Them boys over there doing this. He keeps shouting out some dude in the background. They got all these mics. People get to adding up stuff. And then they sit back and may feel like, he doing it, I could be doing it, and probably doing it better than he does. And then that leads to the other thought. He ain't nobody, he ain't better than me. Now just a simple thought started leading them down that road to becoming a hater. And 9 times out of 10, your biggest haters sometimes be people that's directly in your circle, if you allow it to be that way. So on this day, the 21st episode of my show, I had it in every description I put when I was talking about this show today. We officially grown now. So I say that to say, from this point, consider this a launching pad for my show. Because yeah, I done had some pretty interesting episodes. And somebody close to me brought it to my attention. When you gonna give them you? And I'm like, I've been giving them me for 20 episodes so far. They like the you. And I'm like, okay, all right. And they had to bring me back into the fold of understanding. A lot of times we get up here, or I could say I get up here, and I want to inform y'all so much about what's going on because I feel like between the news and all these radio shows, a lot of them, the TV stations, the newspapers, from the journalists to the mass media, they all push an agenda on us all. So I try to read through their agenda and take out key points that I feel like people should know. So many people ask me, What's the basis of my show? What do you cover with your show? And I say everything. I try to cover everything because no, I'm not a journalist. No, I'm not a politician. No, I'm not a pastor, nor some government official. I'm a regular person just like y'all. But when I see things, I will admit, I do see them through a different perspective than probably everybody I'll endeavor in this lifetime. So I use that perspective to try to keep everybody that I care about and beyond them informed. Because maybe for my friends, even the ones that's over the years betrayed me, it's all love. Because look at us now. Look at what being diligent towards something can get you. Through the many friendships and the many betrayals that I've endured, the fact that I'm still here is amazing. Sometimes what we see as a trial, that higher power up there, see it as an opportunity. Because when I first came to Austin 5 years ago, I was bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, didn't know what to expect. All I knew was it's a new environment. I don't know nobody down here. I'm on my own accord. And regardless of how the start was, 5 years later, I'm involved with one of the hottest podcasts coming out of Austin, networking with a lot of my peoples that came up around me, all doing their things. From my bro Mo Bam and my sister Anika, Luxuries by Neek down in North Carolina, doing their thing with the shirts. My sis Donette, Get Dressed Boutique, doing her thing in Detroit. My cousin Kelly with Kelly Customs, with Kimball Customs, I should say, doing her thing with the shirts. My man Fev with the Fraat House podcast. Boodang with his Boodang Films. My little cousins who I seen as little ones in the city of Detroit all come to Austin. Now look at his logo. Eat with Kaon. This man makes some of the best breakfast sandwiches I've had. My other cousin Mo with SoundTube Nation. They started off as just a show. Now he got his own radio station. My man Jared. We walked in the door as co-workers and left out that mug as business partners. So if you want to judge your life by what you did in the last 5 years, look at your friendships and betrayals. Because betrayals can lead to friendships if you bounce back from every betrayal. And I know that fly over a lot of y'all heads. So sometimes when a person feel like they betraying you, they honestly crossing their way out they crossing their little whole existence out your way because everybody can't go with you where you going. So for all of my betrayals in my lifetime, thank y'all. Y'all made the ship a little bit less heavy. I didn't have to throw an anchor. A lot of my anchors jumped right off the boat. Just let the boat keep sailing. And before I get out of here, this week. This am I with it? So the other day, or I shouldn't even, not even the other day, earlier today, somebody was talking about the incident that happened at the Super Bowl with the dude that streaked across the field, Chuck. I think we could pull that up. The dude got to streaking, and if you wasn't paying attention, you would have missed the whole shebang. If you was not paying attention. And the dude had on a damn leotard. Look at how the NFL player looking at him like, what the hell? And somebody just was like, yes, 2020, the 2020 Super Bowl would be like that. It's only fitting. But from my standpoint, am I with it or not? Hell yeah, I'm with it. Because for me, it was kind of nostalgic. Like, when was the last time we saw somebody streak, just randomly run out on a sports field at a time like now, where they saying not a lot of people is invited to the football games. They can't have a lot of people in the stadium. And I believe earlier I read that this guy had some kind of bet that there would be a streaker, so he made himself the winner. How real is that? I think it was something like over 300 and something thousand that he got.
Yeah, he bet 50. Well, this is unconfirmed, but he bet 50,000 and had 7.5 to 1 odds, so he got out with 350,000.
Wow. To streak across the field, and he made for goddamn sure that it was a streaker in the Super Bowl. To me, that's taking your fate in your own hands. That, for this segment, hell yeah, I'm with it. He did it for 350,000. I would have did it for 15,000 at this point in time, just for the fun of it all. This man will go down in history for running across the Super Bowl field. Probably spent a night or two in jail after that. But for 350,000, come on. Some of y'all done went to jail for $3.50. So, oh man. So am I with that or not? Hell yeah, I'm with it. Taking my fate in my own hands, I'm definitely with that. And shouts to Kaon for the thought. Straight up, cuz that was a good one. We gonna keep innovating it. But before I get out of here this week, of course I gotta take it back to how it started. I gotta leave y'all with a jewel. Because I heard somebody say something and it hit home with me. They said a lot of people don't realize how they walk past their blessings on a daily basis. Because so many people be so caught up living in their own mind that they can't see what's going on around them because they be in their own worst enemy. So the jewel I'm going to leave y'all with today, try not to live in your mind. I've heard that so many times. Try not to live in your mind, because living in your mind will never allow you to see the outside world that's going on around you. And you may be that very person that walked past your blessing and miss it because you living in your own mind. This has been another episode of the Jackson Report, the 21st episode, 5 years in Austin. It was somewhat of a celebration for me today. Thank y'all for joining me. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Keep tuning in. As a matter of fact, share this show. Tell your friends to share this show. Good night, y'all.